Hey everyone, and welcome to another Dad's Making. Today I will be making a orange and pomegranate cake. So let's see how it turns out, huh? So now let's get going. The list of ingredients are as follows. Perfect. So now let's get our eggs in here first. And I'm gonna use my little spatula to get out all the egg, so it's all in there. Oh, shoot, grabbed the wrong thing. That's okay. I've also preheated the oven at 160 and have prepared my cake tin already as well. Now, so let's add our brown sugar to the mix, or to the egg, and create the mix more so. So. Okay, and beat that nicely. Then we need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And roughly 150 grams of ground almond. Okay. This cake is basically similar to a lemon drizzle cake. So now let me mix these bits together. So, and next we'll add the olive oil. So now let's pour in our olive oil into our mix. Great. That's it. So now let's incorporate all of that nicely. And next we'll add in the zest of the oranges. So just make sure to whisk it through so that it doesn't split. So. Now, here are our oranges. I got some bio oranges. I know they're a few cents more expensive, but it's worth it. And we're basically gonna use, everything of the orange, so the zest as well as the juice. The juice then for the syrup. Okay. So now number 1 to the side. Number 2. So. Okay. And the cake then should be done within half an hour once we pop it into the oven. And make sure to always turn around your grater, because all of this goodness you'll lose if you don't. Okay, now let's get rid of this and whisk again. So okie dokie. So now that everything is nicely incorporated, let me actually get my spatula. So let's make sure we get all of our zest and everything off of our whisk, huh? So that we don't waste anything of our lovely ingredients. And then let's switch from here to there. And now pour this in. depending on your oven, it can always take a bit longer or be a bit quicker, but that is, you know, for you to know. If you've a new oven, then try it out. And so now everything is in. Okay, now like I said, I'll pop this in the oven for maybe between 30 and 45 minutes, depending on how nicely it turns out. And then I'll see you when the syrup is about to be done. Everyone, as you can see, our cake is done. I've also already poked holes into it, so it can cool down quicker that way too, but also those holes will let us pour in the syrup and get the syrup in quicker. Then I have the juice of my 2 oranges here, roughly 150. If your oranges aren't too juicy, then make sure that you that you add a little bit of maybe orange juice that is not from concentrate, or just squeeze a few more oranges. And then I'm gonna put in a good 2 tablespoons of pomegranate cordial, because that adds a nice flavor. And then similar amount of honey goes in. So 1, 2, and 3. So now let's take my spatula, my trusty spatula, and get all of this off. Right. And now I'm gonna simmer this mix for a few minutes until the honey is fully dissolved and it has reduced a little bit. And then the pomegranates are then there for decoration, basically, to pop on top. And yeah, so I'll see you when the syrup is ready. So everyone, now the syrup has nicely cooked and reduced, and a lovely color because I added a little bit more juice of the actual pomegranate. Be careful, they really stain, so always wear an apron or something that you have. And now I'm just going to slowly cover this cake in our syrup. So it is completely drenched. Like I said, it is a bit like a lemon drizzle cake. So this will just be soaked up. So now I'm gonna let that soak up and decorate then with our lovely pomegranates once the cake has nicely soaked up our syrup. So I'll see you in a minute. So guys, our syrup has now nicely seeped in most places. There's still a little bit left. Now I want to make these a little bit sticky so that they stick to it. I know they're gonna change color a little bit, but I'm adding, like you would for a little icing sugar to these. It's gonna draw out. I know the sound is a bit yucky, so try not to listen. But I'm gonna draw out some of the moisture to make them sticky. Just add in a little bit here and there, depending on how many pomegranates you were able to get out of your pomegranate itself. But now they have become sugary and sticky, and it's a little more light pink, but at least they will stay on top. And now I'm just going to use my fork and spread them around. You know, over here a bit, and there a bit, and here and there, and everywhere. So now I can use my fork to spread it out a little bit more. So Now this cake, of course, seeing that it's a wet cake, doesn't keep long, okay? So if you make it, then you probably should eat it fairly soon after making it. Over here a bit more, huh? Looks like we're a bit sparse on this side. So, and maybe some just of the juice that is in here. I just need to be careful that I don't drizzle it on myself, because I already had to change tops because I forgot to put on my apron. Yeah, okay. So, like always, the recipe can be found below in the description, as well as all my social links, including patreon.com/project.dad. And I'm going to put a photo up, of course, on my social media, then of a nice slice of this cake. So, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have fun making this cake yourself. And then, yeah, your dad, Steve, is out. Peace, 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 peace.